You're one of the more boring displays, Jim. And I mean that as a backhanded compliment because not much changes year to year with inTech. And I think that's because maybe you did it right the first time.
We're very conservative in our approach. We take a lot of time in developing new product, and when we show it, we want to be right. And when we have a product out there, it it's generally very well developed so that we can try to keep it the same or very similar for a number of years versus going through change after change after change, which is all too common in this industry. So,
There are a lot of frustrated RV customers out there, frustrated with the quality of an RV, any kind of RV. And there's always going to be stuff, anything man made. You've been around a long time, you've worked for some different businesses. Can you believe what you're seeing with this product?
without one word of BS, I've been in the industry for 40 years. 1985 was when I started back with in the motorhome industry, motorhome side of things. I've been with inTech for 12 years. They started business in 2010. I started with them in 2013. After 12 years, the passion I have for this product is grows deeper and deeper every day. You know, I love the fact that 100% of the time, when I talk to an inTech owner and ask them what their experience has been and what they think of their RV, 100% bar none, they love their trailers. And I love the fact that I can tell a prospective inTech owner that, you know what, if you want to know what the quality of an inTech RV is, I want you to go to Hilltop, talk to their service department, ask their shop foreman what their opinion is of inTech. I can tell you what the answer is going to be, at least I think. Number one, they come in clean, they PDI quick, and they don't come back again.
That's
and
true.
That's what your
I've heard it from
experience
them.
as an owner should be.
Yep.
So,
Well, I can tell you number two, and this is a true story. I say, Chris, Chris. Chris is our top dog there at our Fridley
yes.
store. I said, Chris, what can you tell me about inTechs? He said, I don't know much about them. I don't see them in my shop. That's a true story. He has told me that several times. And oh, by the way, your 100% is also accurate at Hilltop as well. So that's what's so amazing about it is this company. I always tell customers, I go, listen, somebody's going to come back and say we sold them a lemon, but we've carried your brand for about 4 years or so.
Correct.
That hasn't happened yet. That's
Right.
a pretty darn good track record.
It is, and a lot of it boils down to the business model here, which is different than most manufacturers out
Yeah,
there.
yep.
87% of the industry is controlled by publicly held companies. We're a privately held company, so we're not beholden to any shareholders. And the big difference is that roughly 310 employees at inTech, including me, we are compensated very heavily based on profit sharing. So we understand that warranty expense affects our paychecks, and so we give everybody on the floor, the shop guys, the time to do things right. They're not in a rush, and that's critical. And so if you walk out into our plant, sometimes you wonder if we're running productions because it's so quiet. But you know what? If the guys want to stop and talk for a little while, we don't care. We know they're going to get the job done. We're unfortunately in a typical piece rate plant. You don't have that time. You're always in a rush. So the business model here is incredibly different, and it also what it does, it allows for little to no turnover in our plant because the guys love the pace.
All right, I want to finish on this because you taught me this a long time ago about an inTech, and it has been also 100% accurate. Find caulking in this camper for me, please. Find caulking in this camper. If you go find any caulking in any camper, it will just show you the precision and the work that your folks do in putting this together. You can just see this is not a rushed job. This is a professional job. I have done this in a zillion campers, and it's not like the same camper every time. It's a different one every time, and could be any corner of the camper. It's always accurate. It's incredible.
Yeah, and it's nice because when I take potential customers into our trailers, I want to point it out to them, because typically when you walk into an RV, you notice it because the job isn't quite done right, or it's
There's a hinge
sloppy.
loose. There's a door handle loose.
Right.
Something. Right.
Yep. So
yeah, we don't see that ever with these inTechs. It's fantastic.
no,
Thank you, Jim.
Absolutely.